This is Kia's first electric sedan, the electric vehicle, 4, which has features that more expensive vehicles don't have. And Kia has invited me to an exclusive presentation at a studio in Michigan because they want me to show you the special features it has. This one has more range than other more expensive vehicles, and I'm going to explain why. This one doesn't require braking to move forward or backward. More details to come later. And what you can do with this screen isn't offered by other vehicles in its segment. And you're going to love this charging point because you'll be able to charge it faster than you expect. But they made a decision that could disappoint many. I'm going to tell you what it is, and it has nothing to do with the design. This content is really good. Stay until the end. Welcome. The Kia electric vehicle, 4, the brand's first electric sedan, boasts distinctive exterior features. Kia previously introduced the electric vehicle, 9, an electric SUV. Low nose. Here we have this gray color with black tones and also a front camera. Do you have any functionality for cooling the battery pack? The black tone contrasts well here. The headlights are very nice and well done. 12 micro lenses, also with daytime running lights, in this one that looks like a constellation ray, which is basically the design language they have for electric vehicles. I really like this part a lot. Elongated design because it's a sedan. You will have 2 tire size options. Here you have 19-inch rims, but in the base version, in the Win and Light versions, they're 17 inches. The mirror housings are in black, just like the lower side parts, also in black. The handles are this style, handles they call flush. And what about the interior? Well, before I talk to you about the interior, I want to show you something at the front. Does it have a frunk? Since it's electric, it doesn't have an engine to hide. So let's open it up and see what's at the front. Huge frunk. No, there's no frunk here. No front trunk. Because there's an interesting aspect here. And it's that, according to the studies done by the product department to carry out the production of this vehicle, it turns out that the Frunk, which is very popular in larger vehicles, as we know, the Hummer electric vehicle, Ford Lightning, and the electric Sierra in pickup trucks. In the front part, people use something, the front trunk, but they're really not using it that much. So, since it's not being used much, they decided not to put any useful cargo space here in the front. What do you think about that? Did you know? People aren't using the front trunk, the Frunk, in electric vehicles. And all versions come with a 150 kilowatt front motor. But there's an issue. That's what I was telling you, a decision they made. And it's that they're only going to offer it. The Kia electric vehicle, 4, with front-wheel drive. There's no all-wheel drive version. How important is that for you in your buying decision? You'll let me know in the comments, but there's currently no all-wheel drive option. The hopeful news is that they prepared the platform so that in the future, if there's demand, if it's something that customers will really appreciate, want, and long for, the platform is designed to be adapted to all-wheel drive. But for now, it will only be offered with front-wheel drive. But Freddy, you haven't told me about the range? That's an excellent question, and I'm happy you asked. Because with a battery pack of 81.4 kilowatt hours, look at what it gives you. In the Grand Touring Line version, it aims for 330 miles of range. In theory, that's the maximum range. However, in reality, it greatly depends on factors such as weather conditions and driving style. 330 miles, which is over 530 kilometers of range. That's pretty good. And I'll tell you more, with those levels of range, this Kia electric vehicle, 4, which is smaller than the electric vehicle. 6, the base model, has a better range than the electric vehicle 6. That's something to consider. Now, let's discuss the interior as I enter the cabin. But before that, if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Exclusive presentations like this one, where they bring me in to give you all this information firsthand. My channel features various videos, controversy, rankings, releases, and news. Subscribe, like, and join the community. Now, let's head inside. The interior has a pretty comfortable cabin. Let's say you feel good when you get in. You have a minimalist design. That's the word I was looking for. Floating console. The center console here gives you, let's say, good storage space, cup holders. Is it different from the Kia K4? Yes, because it is. A different configuration at the console level. You have your wireless charging. Here you'll get Apple CarPlay and standard wireless Android Auto. 30 inches of screens, which is another important new feature in terms of interior design. A really good screen. Also, you have a minimalist but modern steering wheel. a three-spoke wheel that looks good, heated seats, a sturdy headrest, the color combination, the Grand Touring Line logo engraved on the seat design, which also gives that presence and sophistication to the interior of the Kia electric vehicle 4. In addition to that, you'll have over-the-air updates, which are updates sent wirelessly, similar to what happens on your cell phone. And speaking of cell phones, you'll also have the digital key. That is, through the app, which is Kia's version 2.0, allowing you to perform many connectivity functions. Also to open and close windows, lock and unlock. So it's a very convenient and practical feature. And I really like the door panel. With the color combination, it looks quite contemporary and futuristic. Just like the speaker cover, and we're talking about the Harman Kardon sound system, which is high quality. It also features a Grand Touring Line plate and a pleasing metallic tone at the entrance. Another thing, which is why I'm kneeling here, this part of the vehicle involves the third version of the one-pedal drive, a one-pedal braking system. 0 Point allows you to brake, where previously you could only brake by releasing the accelerator pedal. The level of activation determined the braking intensity when using one-pedal driving, but only while moving forward. Now, it has been adapted so that one-pedal driving works or operates in reverse, that is, when backing up. You also just modulate the accelerator pedal and it brakes. Another good, convenient, and practical feature is in the rear part. Watch out for this. If you're considering or had considered buying another electric vehicle, like a Tesla Model 3 for example, you should take into account the space that this one gives you. I'm not telling you to lean toward one or the other because honestly, I don't like to recommend any vehicle. And that's part of my policies. But look at the spaciousness. How do you feel? Good level of recline, good legroom. The cabin is spacious. From the moment you get in here to the back, your passengers. The rear passengers will feel very comfortable with the ample space and generous recline. I love it. Over here you have USB connectivity, some storage compartments, and air conditioning vents. You'll also notice that a lot of work was done on the aerodynamics in this V4. And here you'll see an interesting feature, which is the split rear spoiler. Do you have it here? In this configuration, it stands out even more because it comes in black. It's the color contrast. Shark fin antenna, and it's a fastback type, so it has a pretty clean design in this rear section. In the rear section, let's start with the taillights. Also in a vertical format, LED technology. You have micro lenses. This looks really good in the star constellation style sensors. It has some similarity here to the electric vehicle. 6, however, obviously it's a different shape. Grand Touring Line model, the top of the range. Black tone for the rear bumper area. Do you have your light here? Good aerodynamic component, rear camera. Let's take a look inside at the cargo space. Since it doesn't have a front trunk or frunk, the cargo space is generous. It's more generous than a Tesla's. Well, it's not very precise, let's say, but it's quite similar to Tesla's. The Model 3, which would be the direct competitor of this vehicle. All right, over here, what do we have? Well, we also have the assistance kit, let's say, in case you get a flat tire, the emergency kit. And there you have all the versatility in terms of space that this Kia electric vehicle 4 gives you. To complement the topic of batteries and range, you will have 2 battery options. One with 58.3 kilowatt hours, that's the lighter one. It will provide an estimated 235 miles of range, and the 81.4 kilowatt hour model mentioned gives you 330 miles. What kind of assistance and safety features will you offer? You're going to have standard highway driving assist, hands-on steering wheel detection, and intelligent speed control. The other features are optional. Driver attention warning, front collision assist, lane following assist, intelligent speed limit, and smart remote parking as options. I wanted to discuss the charging point with you, as it's one of the most crucial features. If you saw it there, the way you noticed it is what's convenient. You can charge it. Kia has already included this feature in the electric vehicle. 9 electric vehicle, 6 and electric vehicle 4 models. You can charge it at any Tesla charging station, making life easier. So, the new standard connector is this one, and it's already built into the Kia electric vehicle 4. Moreover, you don't need an 800-volt platform for fast charging. It charges quicker than expected. This one has a 400-volt platform. With aerodynamics and other components, they've managed to charge it from 10% to 80% in just 31 minutes. That's pretty fast at a fast charging station, obviously. And in terms of price, how much would it cost you? Although not officially announced as of this exclusive Vitroid presentation, I can share that the price of the Kia electric vehicle 4 is projected. I mean, if they wanted to be competitive with a Tesla model, they have to offer it at a lower price. This model, which is the top of the line. The Grand Touring line is going to be around $52,000 already, but the entry-level model, the standard one, the base, could start at $39,000. But this is just a rumor, Kia hasn't said it, that maybe it could start at $37,000, just to be able to compete with the Tesla Model 3, because let's say that's the one they're targeting. And considering this price point, it's something very important, because we know that electric vehicles have traditionally been expensive, and a lot of people would like to have one. I understand not everyone is interested. Many people, like Daddy Yankee, prefer and remain loyal to gasoline, which I also love. But there are people who would benefit from and prefer electric vehicles, but they don't dare or can't because of the costs. In this sense, the offer or proposal of the Kia electric vehicle 4 is that it should be one of the cheapest and most affordable. Yes, purchasing an electric vehicle is not affordable for everyone, unless it's those they're talking about from Build Your Dreams. Chinese electric vehicles that are being offered at very, very affordable prices in other countries, not here in the United States. This could be an interesting offer. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Well, tell me, what did you think of the Kia electric vehicle 4? Is it a vehicle you would consider? Let's get competitive and welcome the debate in the comments. Between the Tesla Model 3 and this Kia electric vehicle 4, which one would you choose? Rate your preference from 1 to 10 and share your thoughts in the comments. What did you like the most out of all its features? Well, I also really appreciate that you can leave your comment there. Subscribe, give it a like, and check out a video over here that you're going to love from the related videos I put there. And I'll see you and wait for you in the next video. A big hug from Detroit.